whether the astrology reflects the people or the people reflect the astrology, maybe it's both. It just shows that like everything is like coming to a head. I think we're on the cusp of something big, like really, really, really
Yes.
bigger than I think that we even are comprehending right now.
Hey, Lauren, thank you so much for making yourself available.
Hey, Kriftovich, thank you.
Good to have you back. You and I, we've been doing this for several months now, monthly astrological forecasts on Bitcoin. Today, we're also going to look at Ripple and Ethereum. And you are an astrologer. iCrypto, I'll have all the links in the description below. You do crypto forecasting and personal readings, and I've had a couple of personal readings with you, which have turned to be uncannily accurate. So thank you very much. And in the July video for Bitcoin, you said that Bitcoin wasn't going to do very much.
Correct, yes.
And at the beginning of July, it was at 62,000. And today, on Sunday, the 2nd of August, it's at 63,000. So,
That's right on target.
yeah. Okay, so how do you see it shaping up for August?
August is eclipse season. We have the solar eclipse, we have the lunar eclipse. I see this month as, I want to say problematic, highly volatile. I see it as more problematic than positive.
Right.
Because the solar eclipse, which is on August the 12th, is in Leo. The south node is next to the sun and the moon. South nodes usually signal that there is challenging times ahead for geopolitics, but also for the financial markets. The lunar eclipse is a north node eclipse where the moon, I think I said solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, excuse me, at the end of August is a north node eclipse. So that has potential to be a little bit more positive towards the end. But I'm going to pull up the charts to really break it down. This is the solar eclipse, the new moon eclipse. The sun and the moon are next to each other, and they're in the same house or next to the south node. South node is not always bad in a personal chart. It's more to do with what you're comfortable with. But with an eclipse with geopolitics and finances, it does signal challenges ahead for the markets. The one positive thing about this is that the moon is in a really and the sun are in a trine to Saturn. That's positive. That does signify positiveness as well. What I'm trying to say is we have this one really challenging and one positive aspects going on for this eclipse. One of my biggest concerns is Mars and Neptune. They're squaring to each other. Mars is the action. So while I really want to say that this eclipse could lift the markets up out of this problematic times and periods or the sideways momentum that we've been having, I feel that this is going to continue with some problems. There will be periods where the market is moving upwards, and it looks like we'd had this last cycle. On the new moon, the market looked like it was going to go up. It had this nice bit of a run. Maybe it was from the new moon to the 20th. It was really coming up, and then all of a sudden it just came back down. I feel like that this solar eclipse is going to, the cycle itself will have some positive periods, but it could be an overall challenging period. That's what I'm trying to say. Mars is action, secrets coming out, cyber attacks, cyber warfare even. The eclipse is in Leo, so it has to do with leaders, tension with leaders, tensions with other countries, trying to push each other's buttons, coming to this breaking point. The saving grace for this is the sun and the moon trying to Saturn. There's diplomacy, there is structure to the events that are happening, that are surrounding the finances, that are helping to give it a little bit of a saving grace, a little bit of a cushion, so it's not just this overall just negative downslide. But one thing I do have to mention is that with the north node opposite to the moon, so this is going to completely contradict whatever I just said just 2 seconds ago, but it's something to take note of. The north node is opposite to the moon. When that happens, or when it's when the North Node is squaring to the moon, there's usually some strange, unexpected event that causes the market to go into a decline. And it could be at any point during the cycle, which is from August the 12th to just September, I think it's the 10th or the 11th, up to the next new moon. Some event, outside forces could happen, most likely, and it's going to cause the markets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, any crypto, most cryptos, to have this downward waterfall effect. And it will likely stay that way from when it starts throughout the rest of the cycle. And if I had to put a guess on it, I would say it would be in between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So the solar eclipse is on the 12th, lunar eclipse is on the 28th. Because it's in between eclipse season, it feels like it's like almost like a landmine. Anything can just explode at any time, especially with Mars involved. During the solar eclipse, Mars is squaring to Neptune. Invisible warfare, like I said, the cyber warfare, invisible secrets coming out, causing disruption. The lunar eclipse, Mars is now squaring to Saturn. So it's like in the very beginning of the month, there was like trying to bandage all these issues and problems in the world that are affecting the markets, trying to keep everything steady from not falling apart. I feel like the lunar eclipse is going to come along, and that could be like the tipping point when everything kind of comes down. I'm not going to say a crash. It could just be a strong correction, a strong pullback. We had the Barbalt basket last month. Now, we're still in the period where anything that can happen will happen in the markets. Whether it's the markets run, the markets crash. We're still in that period, but what the eclipse is, it brings another level of chaos. So I really feel that these eclipses are going to be really challenging for the markets. Unexpected events going to happen, and it's going to set the markets into this downfall of chaos. It's increasing global tensions. There's emotional reactions that are more sensitive. It's in Pisces. Pisces is water events in the water. Strait of Hormuz is just an example I'm having right now. Maybe tensions with that escalate, and it brings more countries and more leaders are getting involved, taking sides, things really shaping up for more chaos. More leaders I want to say it's like they're having their egos put in check, but like they're trying to stay with the quote unquote right side. But again, whatever outside events are happening are going to affect the crypto markets. All financial markets, but the crypto markets. And I feel that this could be a surprising event that challenges the market, makes the markets go negative for most of this cycle.
Just got to say, I think this is our third video or fourth, right? So far on the other ones, anyway, we did recently, your calls have been accurate. So fingers crossed.
We'll see what happens. It could be a very good buying period. That's how I should say it. It could be a very good buying period. Instead of being so doom and gloom, a buying period.
Right.
Bitcoin's chart, I feel, is going to be the most challenged. Out of looking at Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin's chart is the most challenged. Saturn is still squaring to natal sun during this eclipse. It's still challenging. The sun and the moon are opposite to Neptune. This is still signaling challenges, stalemates in the market. If there was not the eclipses going on, I would say that this could continue that sideways movement. But with the eclipses and what's going on with the nodes, this will likely be a challenged period, a challenged cycle. In the beginning of when the cycle starts, because I look at the cycles from the new moon to the next new moon. So August the 12th, this is a new cycle or new season, new month that's beginning. I don't think it's going to crash right out the gate. Although, again, anything can happen. But there's going to be challenges, especially in Bitcoin's chart. Not allowing the markets, again, to rise up. So even if there's looks like there's this rise coming with the prices, it's still going to be this capped out where it's like it can't go up any further and then it comes back down. But like I said, with the eclipses, this event most likely to occur that will cause all of the cryptos to have this downward trend, downward momentum, negative correction, pullback. With this lunar eclipse, Mars is opposite to the sun. That is even more challenging. Now, the sun and the moon, they're in really positive aspects to natal Mars, which is good. It's almost like it maybe could balance itself out. But the sun, I have found, looking at the charts, is when planets are talking to the sun, that's the most important. And with Mars there, it's like it's pushing it off the cliff. It's like that's like the final trigger, the final outside event happening that's causing the markets to decline. So the start of the cycle could be going sideways, look like it's going to go up. But like I said, suddenly an event will occur, whether it's in the very beginning of the cycle or from the beginning throughout the lunar eclipse, to cause the markets to have this strong downwards negative momentum. Crash correction, pullbacks are all on the table there. That's the crypto market I see, and Bitcoin especially. September the 4th, Saturn will square Bitcoin Sun again, like it did, I believe it was back in June. June, when the markets really, or Bitcoin price really tumbled down and fell and went down, down, down from where it was down to the high 50s. That's another reason why I feel Bitcoin is not going to have a good time this cycle, because of Saturn coming into this exact square with natal Sun. Will it revisit those prices? It's a possibility. But it's a possibility more likely that the momentum is strongly going to be in the red for Bitcoin. This is Ethereum's chart. Ethereum has a lot better odds on its side. The sun and the moon are trining to Uranus. Unexpected movements, but more importantly, Uranus is positively talking to natal sun. This could be signaling volatility, unexpected price increase, maybe even an unexpected price run. Something that comes to mind is that while everything's pouring out of Bitcoin, people are then taking their money and putting it into Ethereum for a short amount of time to have that price rise up. But again, in the general charts with the North Node opposite to the moon, I see this sudden event happening where it doesn't matter what's happening in the charts. The markets are just going to go down. But Ethereum has a better chance to have a better outcome, whether it doesn't fall as much in percent-wise, or it has better overall trajectory throughout the cycle. Ethereum looks to have a better time, even during the lunar eclipse. But again, outside influences are going to affect this. So these are transits happening in its chart. The 15th North Node's opposite of Venus. That is its midhaven. Okay. Let me just reverse what I just said. Ethereum has a better chance than Bitcoin, but there's still challenges happening in Ethereum's chart that could also cause Ethereum to have strong negative volatility. Not exactly the same as Bitcoin. I feel like Ethereum will not fall as much, but there's still potential for some problems with Ethereum and this eclipse season. And then we have XRP. XRP also has a better chance of having a better outcome than Bitcoin, because we have Saturn sextile to the natal sun and Jupiter in a sextile to the natal sun. There's still some challenges, but there's a better potential outcome for XRP to not have such a strong price decrease, a high percentage of not losing as much in the XRP market than in the Bitcoin market. But again, with whatever event unfolds within the crypto market or the general world, it's going to affect all of the cryptos. So whatever happens, it's going to be like this landslide tumbling effect, just affecting one by one, regardless of positive things happening in the chart at that time, because it's the eclipse season. So that takes precedence over everything else.
Right. Okay. So to summarize, we got the solar eclipse August the 12th. We got the lunar eclipse August the 26th.
8th. Yep.
And those are very, very powerful configurations.
Correct. Yes.
And then because of where the other planets are, Mars is somewhere, I forgot, in Leo. Is that right? Or Mars in the Sun.
Mars is squaring to Neptune and Saturn. Excuse me.
Okay, Mars is squaring Neptune to Saturn. It's all this
There's a bunch going on.
trining and sextile and squaring. I don't quite
I try to
understand.
keep
I've
those
managed
at
to
a
work out
minimum.
conjunct. Okay, but we're going to have a lot of volatility and tension in the world generally, and that's going to affect the money market, and that's going to affect the crypto markets. And what you're saying is that Bitcoin will go down,
Yes.
likely between the two eclipses, the solar and the lunar, possibly towards the nearer the end of the lunar eclipse, and the other Ethereum and crypto, and probably the rest of the crypto market will also go down, but Ethereum and crypto won't do as badly as Bitcoin. And we could even revisit Bitcoin in the 50,000s.
Correct. Correct. For that one, for the 50,000 one, that could be this cycle, or next cycle. I wouldn't say I wouldn't put a bet on that for this cycle, just for the fact that
Right.
anything is possible, because this is not financial advice.
No, no.
But yes, exactly correct. The rest of the cryptos, like you said, they could have a better chance, but depending on what the event is that happens, it's like nothing will matter. Just things could just be chaos in the streets, blood in the streets, as they say.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, Lauren, thank you so much. And Lauren does do astrological personal readings and crypto astro and personal astro.
Yes,
And
exactly
also, if you want
correct.
to, if you want to get set up with crypto, she can also coach you through that, how to get a hardware wallet and how to set it all up and everything. Links in the description below. Lauren, thank you so much, and we'll
Thank
look
you.
look to see in a month's time how Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple fared. This is Rich and Lauren signing out. All the best. Bye bye.